And now it's time to tackle the rest of Gizmoluk's grotto. We need to make sure we pick up the Gizmoluk bells from the soldiers, because they'll be long dead by the time Disc 4 comes around, so we won't be able to get them by that point. Now here we sneak past this Type A to get to the next door. And sneaking past that Type A is pretty simple. All you have to do is hold up on the D-pad until you get under the bridge, and then right as Zidane starts to change directions, you'll notice that the camera starts shifting in a different direction. Then you immediately change to upright, and then you should have no problem making a beeline for the stairs and getting past the Type A. I've never been caught doing that way, except when I messed up and pressed upright at the start. But as long as you do the technique correctly, you should get past every time. Now we pick up this Gizmoluk bell and go back to the previous screen. We open the doors in this order to reduce the chance of getting an encounter on this screen, because it's the most difficult of all to get through. When using the D-pad, Zidane tends to run into the walls in this part, and so using the analog stick may be better, but personally I have trouble navigating the corners using the analog stick, so I stick with the D-pad. That works well enough. Now here, I give Zidane the Mithril Dagger so he can gain AP for Bandit, but I don't bother activating Bandit, because Gizmoluk doesn't have anything that's really valuable. And you'll notice that I'm skipping the save and revive step, because Quina is already at 1 HP, so I don't need to worry about that. I can just go straight to Gizmoluk. Now, Gizmoluk is the first fight in which we'll use Quina's Limit Glove. Since Quina is at 1 HP, it will do 9,999 damage, guaranteed. So all we have to do is hope Quina's turn comes up first and fire off Limit Glove. If Zidane manages to get a turn before Quina, you can go ahead and steal something, but you can see that Zidane had abysmal ATB here, so I'm not going to bother trying to steal. Also, if Freya gets a turn before Quina and Quina's turn isn't coming up really soon, you can have Freya defend, and then hopefully Gizmoluk's attack will target Freya and miss, because defend reduces enemy attack accuracy to 50%. And then hopefully you'll still be able to get a Limit Glove off, because Freya will cover for anybody who's at critical HP. And now that Gizmoluk is dead, we'll switch over to Steiner and Dagger for some dialogue bits at Southgate. Because Dagger is foolishly trying to return home to convince her mother to stop committing atrocities. first thing that we do when we enter this screen is pick up the Multina racket from the chest on the left. This is a very important item, because it will boost Dagger's fighting ability by a lot. And then when you talk to these people, first you want to talk to the worker on the left, and choose the don't kill option to avoid having Dagger whack Steiner. And then over here, I find it better to talk to this guy first, and then talk to the lady in the back, because this will position Steiner for just taking a step or two over to the alley. And also, when you approach these people, it's best to approach them from the right, if you can. That way Steiner won't have to move out of the way when they take off. And now, going over to the guard, if you can make Steiner face down when you approach the guard, that'll make this dialogue slightly shorter, because Steiner won't have to turn. You may have noticed that there was a chest in the previous screen that we didn't grab. That's because Steiner couldn't climb the ladder while he was holding the bag. So we're going to have to come back here later in Disc 3 to get that chest. That has an elixir card. And now we reach the final step of this segment, just running a while on the world map before we save. To make for the distant gap between the mountains that you can't quite see it, but it's there.